Welcome to my next video tutorial on page layout. Page layout. A web page layout gives a structure to the site. Layout is very important to give better look to the website. So in designing a website, you need to know the basic layout that are needed so that don't go about doing the website like someone that is trying to learn or watch out. You have to gather every information, and well, after gathering the main information, then you know where to place those layouts into. So there are a lot of people who have a website simply because they think they should have one. They don't necessarily know what should be on it. And for them, the first reaction is often to copy the other site. Let me guide you on how to go about it. Having determined the content of your site, you can group the information into related streams and create a sitemap. That sitemap shows each of the pages of your site, how they relate to each other, and what needs to appear on them. Once you know what needs to appear on each page, then you can start to look at page layouts, which involve the arrangement of the information on your pages. Having determined what your page will look like, you need to translate your design into code. This will involve learning how CSS can be used to control the position of content on your pages. So this is how I will continue with the page layout. Here I highlight 6 sections to discuss about page layout. One is understanding the aims of the site correctly and getting the information to fulfill these aims. So you have to understand it correctly in order not to make mistake and be going there and be removing some and adding some. So the next one I want to discuss about is grouping the information into elements such as logos, navigation, product information, contact information, and minimum. So this is how you be grouping them after getting the site correctly. Then you group the information. This is why I want to put the logo, the navigation, the product information, or the contact information, and any other information. The third one I want to discuss about it is creating a sitemap, which shows how many pages you need and how they relate. The next one is deciding how to position the various elements within the page. And the fifth one is how to use CSS. You will follow my tutorial on CSS to learn more about CSS. So this is to position the element on the page. CSS we use CSS to decorate the sites, to align them, and do all manner of source decoration on the site. So in the page layout, CSS is very important. And the next one, that is the developing for mobile phone. So you have to know that what you are trying to design, there is some people will be using their own phone, their mobile phone, to access the site. If they cannot be able to access your site from their phone, there might be a little challenges for visitors to be visiting your site frequently. So you have to make your site mobile friendly. So this is how a page layout look like. We have the header, that is the top, and we have the navigation, that is the second top, and by the left right we have content, and by the sidebar we have a sidebar, then the footer. Header defines a header for a document or section. Navigation defines a content for navigation link. That's why you can add other links that you want. That is either a link, home page, whatsoever, you can add it there. Then the next one is content. Content defines the section of the page with documents or articles and other information. The other side is sidebar. Define content aside from the main content of the page. You can see the portion of the sidebar is a little bit is a smaller inside than the content. Then the other one is footer. Define a footer for a document or section. That footer is where your copyright is, or your sponsors and many other their contact and your addresses might be. So what I want my audience to understand is understanding the site audience. So your audience might understand your site, whether you are going to create a website for yourself or hoping to create site for client. In order for the design to be effective, you need to be able to answer some questions about the audience for your site. Who, why, what, and how often. Who? Who will visit the site? Why? Why have they come to your site? They probably want to achieve to achievement something. What? What sort of information do you think they will expect to find in order to satisfy their reason for coming to the site? How often? How often can you realistically expect them to visit? Hear that these questions are about your visitors and what they want from your site rather than what you or your client want from visitors. Layout using div element. A div element is used in this layout is a block level element used for grouping HTML elements. So you can use a div as a container that can group your elements. So keep watching my videos tutorial on CSS to learn more about how you use CSS to decorate your site. Thank you for watching. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel. See you next on my video.